filming a little bit late. It is almost 1 right now. I'm having lunch. I'm proud of myself because normally I would have lunch at around like 2 or 3, so it's always really late. But today I am right on schedule, and I feel like I'm always just so much happier when I can finish like a bunch of things and my schedule and my day doesn't drag on longer than it has to be, and it just makes me so happy. It's like the little things. Given our circumstances, it's just been really hard to find the positive in a bunch of different situations, so I'm like trying my best to be optimistic and happy. Honestly, it's totally okay to have days where you just don't feel like doing anything, because I feel like that's also necessary. I feel like it's important to have the lows in order to really appreciate the highs. You can't always have good days, and today just so happens to be a really good day so far. You know, we're starting off good and hopefully it stays that way, but you never know. I'm currently doing a reading on what's wrong with privacy protections, which is actually really interesting. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on Netflix, but they just recently released a doc called The Social Dilemma, and it pretty much just ties in with everything that we've been reading so far. So it's really interesting to kind of like make the connections between these readings and the documentary. So all this has just been really insightful. I'll show you guys how I'm doing my readings. It's a little bit like, I had to send in my iPad for repairs, so right now what I'm doing is using GoodNotes on my laptop and just highlighting some key points that really stand out to me. These readings are so long that sometimes I feel like I'm more focused on trying to extract information and write it down rather than understanding like the context and really just everything that this reading is telling me. I'm finally done my reading, so you know what that means. I can add a new tag and get rid of this one. I'm just really on schedule today and I'm really happy about that. Now that I've done my readings, I can move on to my learning block. So essentially my learning block is when I kind of just put aside all of the work that I have to do for today in terms of like school and my internship, and I really just focus on kind of taking this time to hone in on like a hobby or some sort of interest that I've been meaning to kind of learn more about. Today I will be doing some coding. I'm so excited to say that this video is sponsored by Codecademy. I am such a huge fan of their educational model, and when they reached out to me, I just was like, yes. For those of you that aren't familiar with Codecademy, they are an educational company that offers free coding courses. It's perfect for people that are really interested in coding, but they're a little bit intimidated or they don't really know where to start. Codecademy is a perfect starting point for that. Completely personalized. It's so easy to follow. So many different types of resources for someone that's either in school or someone trying to kind of refine one of their skills for a possible job position, or if you just want to learn more. Honestly, whichever path that you're going down, Codecademy will assist you in whatever way. Although Codecademy is free to use, they do offer pro plans. In today's video, I do want to talk exclusively about the student membership plan, which is a fraction of the cost of their regular pro plan, and I'm so excited to talk more about it because I'm on the student pro plan. Before I show you guys like what I've done so far on Codecademy, I do want to talk a little bit more about kind of like my experience with coding and everything. The program that I'm currently in, it is Global Business and Digital Arts. I've been enrolled in a couple of introductory courses that have to do with coding and HTML, and let me tell you, I struggled so hard with them. I had never been exposed to coding, web development, anything of that sort. So when I was first introduced to that curriculum, I was just so confused. I did not understand like the coding language at all. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, but I've been using Codecademy for like the past month, and the way they break down each individual lessons along with the resources that they give you has made it so much easier for me to understand. And I kid you not, I've been able to comprehend and digest more information than I ever did in like the 4 months that I was taking my other courses. As someone that's in the digital media field, I cannot even begin to explain how prevalent coding and just web development is, and how it's such a valuable and almost, I guess you could say, necessary skill to have, because it's such a diverse skill. And even if you aren't in a tech kind of field or career path, I feel like it's still kind of beneficial to really learn just even a little bit of coding, because you can see how it really applies to your everyday life. I just want to show you guys my Codecademy profile and everything that I've been doing challenging so far. So this is what my Codecademy profile is looking like. As you can see, the last thing that I was doing was web development. I am like 19% through the course. What's really nice is that you can track your progress. This is everything that I finished so far. I'm going through all the sections really slowly because I want to be able to understand everything. What's really nice is at the end of each section, there's also a project and quiz for you to complete in order for you to really understand everything that you're learning. So right now I'm on the Broadway project. I have to start that. So yes, we can take a look at the courses that I'm currently doing. What's really nice about the pro plan is that you can actually have a very specialized career path. So like I mentioned before, if you don't really know where to begin, this is the perfect way to kind of like help you and guide you through whatever you may be interested in. Like right now I'm doing web development, but I'm also doing data science because I was really interested in that when I kind of read the description, and I'm actually doing that right now with my dad, and we're not really like that far through. We're literally only 3% through because he's been so busy. And then I also kind of wanted to learn more about creating like a front end app. So there's also like specialized skill paths that you can take as well. So if I were to click on here, I can see all the different things that we can really learn about, and it's so interesting. I'm really excited to kind of like check out these ones once I'm done like the main course that I'm focused on. Barely scratched the surface with everything that they offer, so I'm really excited to kind of dig in deeper. Trying to fill out this Google Doc that I'm working on with my partner. It's one of the first kind of think, pair, share assignments that we have to do, and because I took a year off, I technically don't really know anyone in this cohort of people because I technically should be a 4th year, but I'm in this group of like 30 years. I was a little bit anxious about that going back into my program because I was like, I don't really know anyone and it feels like I'm the new girl all over again. But see, the thing is, I'm really glad that we had online classes because I feel like my anxiety levels would spike way more if this was like an in-person thing. So honestly, it wasn't that bad. All I did was just kind of like reach out to people that did like an introduction post, and I was like, hey, I really liked your introduction post. Do you want to like partner up? I made myself a little smoothie. It's been so long since I actually had like a smoothie. I wish we had some kale or spinach. I used to like religiously make kale mango smoothies back in like 1st and 2nd year, and then I stopped. I feel like these days I haven't really found like a show that I'm obsessed with. I don't feel the same without having a show to binge. Like I tried to get into Gilmore Girls because I was looking for sort of like a show to put in the background. I can see the appeal and why so many people like it, but at the same time, for someone that really likes a show that moves like really fast, Gilmore Girls was not the show for me, although I do really appreciate like the natural dialogue and everything. I think it's a great show in general, but just not something that I personally really like to watch. I tried to not skip through any of the episodes. I watched up until season 2, and then I was like, okay, I cannot do this anymore because I was just like itching to just skip through everything and jump to like the big events. Got all the way up to season 2, and then I just googled like the ending to see like what happened to everyone. Needless to say, I'm very disappointed with how it ended. I'm not sure if they fixed my old one or they just sent me a new one. This This looks brand new. I'm going to put on the screen protector for my iPad, and I'm so glad that I waited to put on my new paper-like screen protector. They actually sent over a few for me to try out. I absolutely hate putting on screen protectors of any kind because it's always so stressful. I have no idea how to do this. Oh, nice. You can watch a how-to video on usepaperlike.com. I'm probably gonna throw out this case that I had for the longest time because it's been like cracking in all of the little edges. So I'm gonna get rid of that. We're not gonna use it anymore. I placed an order for a new one already. Finally put on the screen protector. It took a bit. It's not perfect. Like if you look closely, you're gonna see some air bubbles here and there because some dust did get trapped. Didn't see one right there. Ooh, okay, so the scribble feature is new. Alright, so this is the look for today. I have my hair up and I just have this oversized sweater. Oh, they give you like the dimensions. How it folds out. Oh, the different angles. I love that. Little yeah. Thank you. Okay guys, so we went to TNT and we just got a bunch of snacks. So we got the, what is this called? The oolong tea bubble ice cream bar. Why did I read the whole thing? And then we also got this. I have no idea what it is. It's pepper cake flavored potato chips. We thought the flavor was kind of interesting, so we wanted to try it out. We have these little sausage rolls. These are so good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Does it feel kind of soft to you? Yeah, it does. Is it melting already? That was fast. It's kind of beautiful. Like, what does it smell like? It smells like the tapioca. We have the same one, Jazz. Wait, what's this like top white section supposed to be? Is it like a different flavor? Oh, I don't know why I just blew it. Honestly, not that bad. I'm not sad about it, you know? Why'd you eat yours like that? I don't know, I just wanted some of the cream. Hello you guys, I'm finally back home. It's been a crazy day. We went to IKEA, and then after IKEA we had dinner, and then we kind of just roamed around a grocery store, you know, just some suburban things. But when we went to IKEA, I picked up a whole bunch of frames. I got this really big one, and then I also got this one. They're all in different sizes. I want to fill up this wall that I have right here, which is just completely empty, by the way. And I've been seeing so many photos on Pinterest where people just have walls filled with frames of different sizes, and then it essentially just kind of pulls a room together and it gives a nice burst of color. I've been trying to add in more color into my room, but in a more subtle way. Like, I don't really want to paint my walls, but I do still want that pop of color. I wanted to start off with just a couple, and then when that turns out looking okay, I will continue to add more frames and hopefully fill up the entire wall. I think that would be super sick. But I got that, and I also, where's my candle? Oh, I'm using it to prop up my camera. I was like, where's my candle that I bought? I also got this candle. I think I'm low-key turning into a candle person. This is supposed to smell like apricot and oranges. If I'm gonna be spending this much time in my room and if this is gonna be like my place for the next little while, I might as well make it super inviting, super comfortable, super cozy. But yeah, so that's essentially like all we really did today. We meet up like every 2 weeks, I want to say, but it's been really difficult. I get a couple comments here and there, and some people ask me like, oh, why do you not meet up with your friends? Like, what happened to your friends? See, like, I don't think people realize that back when I used to live on campus, it was 10 times easier to meet up with everyone because everyone was just like 5 or 10 minutes away from each other. But now that everyone's back at home, like we're essentially scattered all over the place, it's become 10 times more difficult to meet up and to plan things. And it's also because everyone's working out, everyone's kind of just dealing with their own life things. So that's just what kind of happens on the way as you transition into adulthood. You know, not everyone's gonna have time to meet up and whatnot, which is totally fine because that's just what life is. I'm gonna knock out for the rest of the night. I'm so tired. I can't wait to just shower and everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed the first ever episode of this whole coffee diary series. Thank you so much for spending these past couple of days with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.